Valley Club, we have the easy event math for this week's milestones. And will it really be that simple to get some free red goblin shards? We also have a new season of Cosmic Crucible and War, which means some new rules and some new defenses. So what are the best teams to place on defense for both of these new seasons? In this video, I'm showing you what I'm using for week 1. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then you need to do Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're going to get you all set for this week's events and what to do for Cosmic Crucible and War. But before we get to all that, if this is your first time here in the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel. Sometimes we even have more than one video in a day, but we have everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But without further ado, let's go in and check out the events that are starting this week for Marvel Strike Force 2. The Seeing Red event, the February month-long milestone event, and the Roses Are Red, this week's milestones. And there's some pretty good rewards here. You have these symbiote vials for the month-long milestone event. You also have these red goblin shards down here, but the meta item that you need to get to is this Valentine's shard. Now, luckily, our brother You Lost a Star made some charts for us again this week. The link for this will be down below, and if you want to use this chart, download this and enter your exact number. So no matter where you are, end game, mid game, newer player, you could enter your numbers and see exactly what you need to do, what kind of activity you need to do to get whatever items you're shooting for in this event. So the target, again, milestone 13 is we're going to get that event item. That is where I think the bare minimum, that's that Valentine card you need to get there. There's a few things that you need to do for this event. For the scoring for this, you need to earn the heart candy, and you're going to earn that in the campaign nodes. Now, use a conversion rate of 2 to 1, which is where I also assumed that this conversion rate would be when I did the calculations on Friday. We don't know that exact number until it goes into the game later today. So that does change. We need to change these numbers here. But also, I do want to make you aware on February 15th, so in a couple of days, there is a double energy event. So every refresh that you do, instead of getting the normal 120 energy, you're going to get 240. So your 50 core refreshes, 100 core refreshes, however you want to spend, that is, you're going to get double energy at that point. So you just enter your energy refreshes there. And if you go to the next tab, you have the associated web milestone based on your war credits that you're going to get. So you could enter the war league that you're in an alliance in. And if you won, because that does shift out the war credits that you get. Also, the amount of enemies that you knock out. And a knockout is basically a kill. So if you go into a room with 5 enemies and you kill all of those are basically 5 knockouts and you get credit or all of those. So that will determine the war credits you get. Also your free claims as well. So yes, use this shard. The link will be down below. And thanks once again for brother You Lost a Star for this info. This is 2 weeks in a row, so only continues to do this and you get some easy event math. Let's move forward with these new rules for war. And the main thing that's happened, new warriors. On defense, they are getting more stats, 20% more of their primary stats. And if they're not exhausted, they're going to spawn with 2 safeguard, offense up, defense up, and 10% turn meter. So yeah, that is the new defensive wall, not the rebirths. And this is what I am starting off with on defense. So starting with the hero Asgardians with Dormammu, obviously Valkyrie and Vala, the 2 key members there. Dormammu also makes it a little more challenging. Still can be beaten by the Eternals, but yeah, Dormammu makes it a little bit more challenging. We have Extreme X-Men, very, very tough team on Cosmic Crucible and War defense. The heroes for hire, we have Captain Sam in there instead of Iron Fist. I know some people will use Absorbing Man, some people use Quicksilver. We use Captain Sam because we want to save Quicksilver for offense. Infinity Watch is a tough team on defense in Crucible and in War. We have them in defense this season. Here is our new warriors. We also have a Black Order. We have an Infestation. We have a Weapon X with Apocalypse, a Darkhold with Super Skrull, and the new Hive Mind team all the way at the end here. Yes, so that is who we have on defense for War. So with that on defense, for offense, we have these teams left over to attack our enemies. Nowhere. We have the Superior and Sinister Six. Swarm is on defense with the Infestation, and Green Goblin Classic is on our Underworld team. But the rest of them, we only have 1 safe squad, but we have all of them available for offense. We have our Secret Defenders. We have Hela and Zombie Iron Man in this squad as well, but we also have a full Undying squad also. So sometimes we use this team, sometimes we use the other team. War Dogs, Gamma, Death Seed. We have this hybrid team that beats up the Infestation team. We have our Eternals, and we also have Kid Loki and Sylvie on this team as well. You don't really need them. I guess if you're facing Dormammu, these guys help though. We have a Dark Hunters with Quicksilver, takes out those heroes for hire very easily. We have a full Undying team. We have Scarlet Witch and Minerva on those last spots. A4s, we have a new Avengers to take out a mirror match at a new Avengers as well. Pegasus as Underworld rounds out our squads. Moving on to the new season of Cosmic Crucible, Superior 6. Symbiotes are the new featured characters in this season. Symbiote characters are going to count as Superior 6 and Sinister 6, and Superior 6 characters on successful attack bury yourself for 15% of max health, and when successful attack, remove revive once from the attacker, and on spawn, gain defense up. And as usual on defense, for all characters, you're going to have 20% more max health, 10% more damage, and after each complete attempt and when revived, gain a stack of exhausted. And as usual, combat cancel attacks do not count for the exhausted. Let's move forward with each of these rules for each room and what I placed in defense for each room. Now, full disclosure and shout out to my alliance mate jgiusti for posting his defense on Friday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a video on this. He did make a video with Mobile Gamer, and if you don't know who jgiusti is, he is the content creator that helps out every other content creator on what you do in Cosmic Crucible. He has some of the best Cosmic Crucible theory crafting, so make sure you check out his video if you want to see what his rationale is for each of these defenses. But moving forward with what we ended up doing in each of these rooms, stage 1 in vulnerable on offense and defense, Raider, Skirmisher characters each are going to gain 200% extra damage when under 50% health. You probably want all of your characters in this room with either the Raider or Skirmisher class. So in room 1, we want old school, full unlimited X-Men, and all of them are Raiders except for Rogue. Rogue is a Skirmisher on this team, and hopefully this gives our opponents some fits. Gambit is also tough because his counterattacks. We have a lot of offense and a lot of Cosmic Crucible specific bonuses in their kits. This Extreme X-Men. So this is what we're using on day 1. Moving back to the rules, stage 2 is where you have Mystic characters gaining 20% drain per negative effect. Bleed, offense down, trauma, or disrupted. We went with a Mystic team, the Darkhold with Loki. And our ISO 8 classes, we have Agatha as a Raider, Morgan Le Fay as a Striker. We have Loki as a Skirmisher. We have Raider on Doctor Strange Heartless and Striker on Wong. And yes, hopefully they get a lot of drains, and this is a good room and screws up our opponents. As you can see in room 3, when it rains on offense defense, when a positive effect is applied to a character, increase the duration of all positive effects on all allies on that character by 1 up to a maximum of 3. So a lot of positive effects from the Infinity Watch, and negative effects when it's applied to a character increase the duration of all negative effects on all allies on that character by a maximum of 3. So yeah, we went with Infinity Watch, a lot of positive effects on there. So hopefully those positive effects stack. Lots of safeguards, evades, lots of things that they have and stacked with. So Infinity Watch is usually a sap for the efficiency of your opponents. And with these new rules, all their positive effects being extended, especially if they manage to get a death proof, it's going to be a sync of your efficiency. Moving on to stage 4, spiritual energy on defense and offense. All characters, anytime a character gains offense from an active ability, they gain 1 extra energy. When a character dies, all ally characters are going to gain ability energy, and ultimate's ability energy is going to cost 3 more. So what we did with that room, well, we went with our Secret Defenders. We used all of our Secret Defenders, and we used the newly reworked Captain America. Captain America is that fortifier on the team. We have Skirmisher on Miss Marvel, Hardlight, Striker on Black Cat. We have Skirmisher also on Photon, and Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes is that Striker. Moving on to stage 5, robotic double on offense and defense. Whenever a tech character uses an ultimate ability, revive a tech character at 100% health. We did not lead into that at all, and we used our Gamma team. If a team gets replaced, I think it's going to be this one. I know a lot of people are initially thought, and I went there as well, Superior 6 with all their tech characters could be very, very problematic in this room. This may be switched up in future weeks, but this is what we're going with in week 1. Add health insurance, offense, defense, all characters on turn, remove all positive effects from self, heal for 10% of max health for each positive effect removed, And for that, we use one of our newest teams, the Extreme X-Men, with Dormammu. So this will be a challenging team for our enemies. So that's what I'm using week 1 in Cosmic Crucible. That's what I'm using week 1 in War. Hopefully this gives you some ideas of what you can use in Cosmic Crucible and what you and your alliance can do in War. And if you want to maximize the event this week, check out the chart down below. Hopefully this video gives you some value. If it did, leave it a like. It is free for you and it tremendously helps out the channel. And if you want to check out what are the best characters to farm right now in Cosmic Crucible, check out the video up there. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Oak fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.